Okay, we just finished watching the A qualifier for the fifth round of qualifying here at Utabi. We still have the C qualifier yet to run with the rotation of the heat. So, Jason, what do you think?
Well, it's basically Jared Tebow is going to be the TQ regardless. He ran a pretty good run. He crashed once in the whoops, I think, and really it was a little bit in jeopardy for a while. Spencer Rivkin continued his amazing driving. He probably led almost the whole race. I think it cycled between him, Jared, maybe Cavallari came up once. I'm not sure, but in the end, Jared won. I think Spencer actually had some trouble getting around Nayato on like the last lap there, which cost him a little bit of time, which may have cost him the TQ in that round. But I think regardless, Jared, even if Spencer would have won that heat, I think Jared still would have TQ'd if he would have got second, and then Spencer would still be where he probably is most likely. So I think it didn't have a lot of implications there. I think so your top three is going to be Tebow, and then you're going to have Neil Craig is going to be second, and then we're going to have Spencer in third, Ryan Cavallari in fourth, and we'll go over the list here. Lee Martin in fifth, Jorn Newman in sixth. Jorn needed a good run in the last round. He ended up getting it. He's in the sixth qualifying position. Looks like Mayfield's going to be seventh, Mikhail Orlowski eighth, Martin Bayer ninth, and Cody Newmandahl is on the bubble at 10th. The C qualifier hasn't ran yet because, like you said, they do resort the heats each round. So, in other words, the very first qualifier of the weekend, they started with race 1, but now they don't always do that. It swaps around. And this time they started with race 13, and then it went 14. So the C qualifier hasn't run. What's going to happen is if in the C qualifier, if somebody gets an 18-lapper and they can beat Cody Newmandahl's time, what that ends up happening is he gets bumped out of the main, and then another guy will bump into the main. So it's Segura, the Kyosho driver from Japan. So at this point, we have 5 Americans in the A main at the Worlds. If you're going to say Cody's going to be in, and which is pretty good. People asked how the Americans were going to do on the AstroTurf, and 5 Americans in the main, and TQ is pretty good. So the guys obviously brought it. You were watching the B qualifier. What did you see in your notes there from the B qualifier?
Yeah, it was a good race. Elliott and Kyle McBride had a lot of lead changes, actually 4, maybe 5 lead changes in that race. Lee Martin putting down some fast laps. He climbed from maybe 5 back up. Stephen Hartson had a good lap. And, of course, Martin Bayer right up there, too. So then in the A I was watching, I think I got 9 lead changes, mostly between Spencer and Jared back and forth. So they were really quick. So lots of back and forth, and they're really going at it.
We talked about Lee Martin earlier in the week. He kind of got off to a little bit of a slower start, but his last 2 runs have been 18-lappers and solid 18-lappers. He's obviously pretty legit out there. He's going to qualify 5th overall behind Ryan Cavallari, and I think it's still a very good performance for him. Him and Neil are very close. Neil's going to be 2nd, and he's going to be 5th. So the Great Britain guys, they're getting it done here this weekend too. And so at this point, as a favorite, it's really going to be hard to say. We got Jared and Neil and Spencer starting the top 3, and Cavallari in 4, which is always really, really dangerous because Cavallari likes that position. He likes people to race it out ahead of him, and then he's there to collect it in the end when they have crashes and mistakes. So I kind of look for that to happen a little more, honestly. But if Jared can maintain his focus, I think Jared, can pull this off.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. They're all right in there. So a few more qualifiers here to go in round 5, and we'll see what happens in the C qualifier, and we'll be ready for the mains.